which we have subtracted. Okay, so we are done with the non-current liability now. Okay, now we are moving on to the last part, okay, of the balance sheet here, okay, of the equity and liability. The current liability, the trade and other payables. Let me open a bracket. What do we have here under trade? We have got the creditors control is 261,000. Remember this adjustment on D, the 1,000 which was going to be transferred to the creditors control account, is going to cancel off again, reduce our trade and other payables by 1,000. Okay, and any other trade and other payable that we have, do we have any accrued expenses from the question that we looked at? Do we have anything that is supposed to be a part of this? Let's check again on our question paper if there's anything else. Okay, let's check. There is a part whereby we looked at there was income received in advance. Income receivable, yes. Income received in advance, 5,200. Income, not really income received in advance. Okay, this one is an asset. Okay, let's check where there's something. Okay, the rent. The rent had been received in advance. Okay, so if we receive rent in advance, it means we are owing. Okay, rent for July 2015, 2,800 had been received in advance. So the 2,800 is also the other amount that was supposed to take into consideration, plus 2,800. So we're going to say plus 2,800. Okay, so the total that we get now for the trade and other payables becomes 262,800. 262,800. 262,800. Okay, and then what else do we have? We have got also the current portion of the loan. This amount here, the 55,200, we will take it here. Current portion of loan. Okay, 55,200. Okay, what else do we have? We also have what SARS income tax there. The SARS income tax, the provisional payment that was done is 725, and then the income tax at the end is 750. We can see that the amount that was assessed by SARS is bigger than the amount that they repaid. So it means they have got an outstanding amount on SARS income tax. So let's indicate SARS income tax. Okay, we open bracket 750,000 minus the provisional tax payment 725,000. It will give us 25,000. Okay, and then we also have lastly the shareholders for dividends. Shareholders for dividends, we can get them from 3.1.2, the final dividend, the 875,600. Okay, so now we can get the total for the current liabilities. We add all the current liabilities, we are going to get 1,218,600. Okay, it seems as if everything under equity and liability is there. We have got the ordinary shareholders equity, we have got the non-current liability, we have got the current liability. So we can get the total equity and liabilities. Let's add everything. We are going to get 9,950,000. 9,950,000. The moment we get the total equity and liabilities, of course, it simply means it's also going to be easy for us to get the total asset, because the total assets are supposed to be equal to the total equity and liabilities. Okay, so we are going to show it as 9,950,000. You can just show it here that we said owners. Okay, equity. Let me see how I can write it properly. Okay, owners equity plus liabilities. These are, we got this amount. Remember, it is supposed to be equal. Okay, and then now that we have got the total assets, it means we can be able to get what? the current assets. So it's actually we are going to say the total assets minus the non-current assets will give us the current assets. 9,950,000 minus 8,950,000 will give us 1 million. Okay, now that we've got the total for the current assets, now we can subtract the inventories and the trade and other receivables to get the cash and cash equivalents. Let's subtract and then see the amount of money that we get. We'll get something like 492,400. 492,400. Okay, we are done. So when you look at this balance sheet closely, there isn't anything, learners, that I can say is difficult on a balance sheet. You just have to pay special attention to each and every detail. All the other items, the entries that you've made, especially the issues of accrued income, income receivable, prepaid expenses, you need just to pay attention to all those and you will never have a problem with your balance sheet. So this is our balance sheet for the question paper November 2015, question number 3. So we are done with this section for the company financial statements question 3 2015. Thank you.